10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3,
2,
1.
0.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Looks like we are jumping into Arc versus the. Coming to you live from FireHorse. Thanks, FireHorse, for joining me and getting this cast rolling today. I don't know if it's mic's on, so I might be solo casting here for a second. So it looks like I was just in the lobby a second ago, and I saw .com and Castle in there, so they were definitely getting warmed up. Pretty sure I saw some the members floating around the pubs as well, so both teams definitely been in, getting warmed up for this match. I'm sure they're both very excited. Going to be a difficult match. Arc and the is one of the main CLNM teams. Done really well in the past 2 seasons. A lot of good killers on that team who continuously score high in different leg matches. Pubs, anywhere you see them. These people are definitely getting work done. But also Arc, one of the original teams, starting back in, I want to say exactly season 0. And so, right now we've got Castle, Retro, and Skibo. And we're pending to see who else is going to be coming in here. So as of right now, we're just getting set up. FireHorse, you know which maps we're working on today? All right, so it looks like we've got Canyon, Waterway, and maybe a stadium. Canyon, tough map, especially for the pushing team. Waterway, as we know, really high intensity, fast-paced game. Always enjoyable to watch matches on Waterway, especially when they're contentious and take long periods of time to push, pushing that full 20 minutes. Hey, you never know, it might even get a sudden death today. Those are always really fun to watch as well. And then, of course, Control Point. Old school map that they brought back. I want to say a couple back in one of the alphas at the end of the alpha. And no, fantastic map, love it, but we don't see it that often. As usually we have a lot of 2-0s in Dash League. Granted, over the past few matches, there have been a lot of control points matches going down to that, so I'll be interested to see if we get one of those today. But, right now, still waiting for the teams to get in. We got about 10 minutes here until we get moving. FireHorse, what server are we on? But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the teams here real quick. So on the left-hand side, you can see Arc ended the season with 1,594 MMR, record of 10-2. And on the left-hand side, you can see their whole entire team list of all the different matches they've had. So definitely taken down the majority of all the teams they've faced. Looks like one of their losses was to D, and the other loss was to Team Name. So definitely some high-level matches they've been playing, but once again, taking out big teams like UNSC, Loop's been doing great, HSI Fear. These are all, top-level teams, so, not an easy path to get to this point in the playoffs, but they have been doing a stellar job so far, and I know they've been picking up the pace on how much they've been training. So on the side, captains are Quadio and Teenager. Pretty sure Teenager's Noggle. Forget which name he has right now, but probably him. Fractor, Rusty, Spaghetti, all guys who have pretty sure a decent amount of VR experience from other games as well. QuestX, Cream, GTF, Future Chain, Animal Rights. Yeah, so a lot of old school heads here, including Alpha and Vanny. So, these guys are on all the time, playing scrims with top level teams throughout the week, getting prepped for this match. Looking at their score right now, they are 8-4. Most notable losses were to Arc previously in the beginning of the season, also to Team Name. And so only, big name teams are definitely taking them out. So, we'll interested to see what happens here. I know Do's been training pretty hard as well, getting ready for this match against Arc. I'll be interested to see if they can take one map. I would be really impressed if they can. Take one map, maybe 2. That'd be great. Take down Arc. But, I know that both teams have been training super hard. The might be a little bit of the underdog in this matchup, but, they've got a lot of big killers on their team. So really it's about who shows up today, what's the luck of the draw in the games that they're playing. Domination, all it takes is one quick team wipe for them to get a point. So I think that the is definitely going to be putting up a big fight. I'm hoping to see both teams pushing through checkpoint. First checkpoint on blue is very difficult. I know that the has been working a lot on that map as well. So, I'm sure they're going to have some cool new strats for us to see as we're going through this matchup. And FireHorse looks like we've got all 5 of the ARC team members in. So we've got Castle. It looks like everyone's in finally. Okay, so we've got on ARC we have Castle, Retro, Skibo, Leviathan, and Ichigo. And then for the we have Quadio, Cream, Fractor, Rusty, Teenager. So super solid lineups. I think this game could go either way. ARC's gonna have a little bit of favor just due to history, but I have big hopes for and I know that they've been putting a lot of time in, and they definitely are a team full of killers when you look at that roster. So they've definitely got the firepower today. Teenager, Rusty, Fractor, Cream, Quadio, like they can definitely put a dent in ARC. So I want to see maybe a little bit of an upset. Maybe they'll take the first map. So it's going to be difficult. So right now we're starting with Canyon. Since ARC was the higher MMR team, they will be pushing first. Going into the first checkpoint, it's going to be interesting to see how well the defends in the beginning of the map. Sometimes you can get turtled on pretty hard in your spawn when you're pushing through blue, and if the other team is doing a good job, they might really hold you in that first section of the map for a decent amount of time, and that'll kind of tell us how the rest of the map's going to go. Sometimes you can also break out, though, and get a good sweep and clear out those first heavy weapons users, which I'm sure we're going to see a lot of. .com 100%. Oh, is .com in? No, .com is not in. Interesting. I was going to say .com's definitely going to have the rockets, but, this whole team knows how to use heavy weapons, so expecting to see, some intense heavy weapons out the gate from ARC. So we'll see if they can get the clear. And then see how the rest of those pushes go to that first checkpoint, because it's tough, man. When you're the pushing team, you don't have a dash. You have to go steal the enemy team's dash, and they have 2-3 dashes easily accessible. So, very very easy for the defending team. So I'm interested to see what kind of strats that does to kind of break through that. All right. Oh, I like that ARC intro. Nice Hyperdash guy on the tractor. So the definitely coming in, representing, their beliefs. So hopefully everything works out for them this afternoon. So what do we got here? Looks like guys are hanging out in the lobby chatting. I think we're 8 minutes into the hour, so they usually should be starting at 7:10. So we've got a few more minutes left. Pulling up the rankings here for the quarterfinals. ARC is ranked 3rd in MMR. I think that said 5th or 6th. Apologies, I got it a little bit too late. FireHorse. Oh no, I missed the what place the was in. There we go. Apologies about that. I looked over too late. So rank 6. So we got rank 3 against rank 6. MMR system started out beginning of this season, and we worked our way through it. And in the end, I would like to say that we've got a pretty good representation of the teams that we're playing right now. So saying the is 6th place, among these top tier teams is, maybe I think that's pretty spot on. But once again, we'll see how things pan out next season. So it looks like at this point we've already got guys just diving into each other's base, messing around, having fun. Looks like we're seeing some drone interaction going on. So I think they are looking ready. So I think they're about to kick things off, because, yeah, we are at 8 after the hour. They got 2 minutes left to kick this thing off. Once you hit 10 minutes, and if someone's not ready, you can invoke the 1-minute rule to kick off the game at 11 minutes after the hour. So we will see what they are going to do here in a moment. Looks like they were ready. Let's see what happens. All right, guys are finally working their way towards the lobby right now. People getting pumped up, seeing some head scratching, maybe some yawning, some stretching, maybe just some wild running around with your hands up. Oh, here we go. Bell versus ARC. First map's a payload on Canyon. ARC is going to be defending. Does kicking things off. So looks like we got Rusty setting up on the defending team right now. He's going for the second shotgun. Seems like teenager's already at ARC's base, having a good time, just communicating, chatting with his buddies. Already got a kill, I think. Does that count? Does that actually count? Oh no, teenager's dead. Right now, that only has 4 teammates. A match ended by admin. Okay, something happened. So
Hey guys,
Yep. Hey Avalesh, how's it going?
all good, all good. What about you?
Oh, not too bad. Thanks for joining the booth.
No, dude, the is playing. I had to come commentate for Quad and QuestX.
Yep. So yeah, here we go. So we got the versus Arc kicking back off again. Let's see if we go ahead and get started here. So right now we are following Quadio. He is working his way down this main rail, probably going to grab a dash, probably going to wait for this next dash while his teammates on the way over there. Looks like Arc down in the lower cameras getting set, warming up those pistols. So they are getting all fired up to go. Fractor has shocks right now, probably going for the second shock. Looks like we had someone shut up with shotguns. I think Rusty has shotguns as well. Quadio's got SMGs. Okay, so, you know, everybody's got a loadout. Here we go, jumping into the match. So kicking it off, we've got Retro pushing up immediately, gets the first kill. So quickly gets behind at the moment, but is finally taken out by Retro. Fractor right now just putting in work with the shocks. So I guess I just missed that earlier. It showed the pushing first, but I think they had to swap that over, so that might have been the reason for the restart. But Ichigo coming in here, getting work done. Pushing up towards the enemy base right now, dropping down probably towards where their dash is. Actually was hanging out on the sniper ledge. Interesting new spot a lot of people have been working on. I did just see a blue streak, so it looks like someone grabbed the dash in front of Teenager and is going to go in his back lines. Looking down at the bottom of the map, on the other map, we do see the cart that is continuously pushing. Looks like Arc has double stacked right now. Cream is getting set up here for the next push. Doing a little battle down that main rail, but decided to tuck his head back, jump out of there. Ooh, dives directly into that small area there, gets a quick kill. So Cream now behind them. Is he going to get a kill on the cart? He does slow it down a little bit as they're jumping up, but Skibo does end up getting the kill on him. Ooh, Rocket Blast coming in. Was that Quadio? Yes, it was. Quad got a quick rocket kill, but is quickly taken out by Ichigo, who's now working his way to the back of the base, trying to sneak by and get these shot in the back kills, which he does just get one on Quad. He's now running back to their base, getting these dashes. Looking at the lower mini-map, we've got the cart just continuously moving this whole time. 445, and they're almost at the crest of the hill. Ichigo is still in the back line now, just getting worked on. Great kill on Quadio there. Just circling back, grabbing power-ups, keeping his team alive just by disrupting very effectively. And double stacking on the cart during this whole disruption has been fantastic work by Arc. So right now, it looks like the is finally starting to dive onto the cart. Fracture does get a great kill there, gets the cart clear. We finally have some cart stoppage. The members continuously pushing into the base, or I should say towards the cart, trying to make sure that it stays stopped. Fracture working his way up and down this rail, trying to hold down the health pack room. I see rockets splashing on the cart now, so it looks like the has finally stabilized. They are getting set up with their defense right now, but, you know, Arc is continuously pushing into the base.
Oh my god, man, you're so good at this. God damn. We're awesome.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, I had to take a breath and do the pause for you to keep talking, but to jump in, but yeah, no, so you know, now.
No. I'm like, dude, this is perfect, and my style of commentating, just adding something here and there, so it's perfect.
Sounds good. So yeah, right now, you know, we did get a little bit of cart motion around the corner. The team members are just diving onto the cart, trying to make sure they're slowing it down. Richard just tucking in this corner, waiting for a friend to do the next push. So the is set up again. Right now we have 3:25 left. Retro does come in, gets a quick kill. Doesn't get his second. No, he doesn't. Rusty takes him out. Here you go. Once again, we're talking about our team members diving towards the other team's dash as they don't have one pickup right now. A little bit of easy cart motion there by Arc. Those are, you know, motion points where you got to have someone stay near that cart. That was some easy free motion they really shouldn't have had with three team members there. So, but they have stabilized again. Quad getting set up with these rockets. They do have someone diving on the cart right now, so great work by making sure they had those assignments set up before the game. But right now, still, you know, each one of these pushes are very difficult for Arc, and, you know, they are effectively getting in and getting on cart. So it seems as though they're only getting, you know, a couple inches at a time here. But that is exactly what you need during this part of the map, because this is, you know, one of the easily held checkpoints, I would say. So teenagers are getting set up here. Looks like Arc, do we have the minimap? We do have the minimap on the right-hand side. So you can see where Arc is kind of getting set up for a push. It looks like there are two Arc team members behind the base. One just got equalized. But yeah, so right now you can see a little bit of a clear, but the cart is moving. They got one on, they got two on. Wow, that was a great push by Arc. Yep, and they're still getting worked, and they're still pushing right now. Holy goodness. What a great push by Arc. They just had guys continuously flying on the cart. Quad, wow, sneaky rocket there if that's you getting those rockets off, but unfortunately not enough. Yeah, that was a checkpoint. So we're 2:05 left. They just made it through the first point. Retro's diving around the backhand side. The right-hand alley, I think people call this the silo. Working their way around that side. So, but Fractor diving in, knowing someone's going to be coming that way, and he's aggressively pushing towards their base, trying to control the dash. Does get taken out by Scuba, but this whole time the cart has been moving. So, you know, looks like who is on cart right now? That's Castle. So yeah, I know sometimes Arc will have a designated cart drive pusher, but a lot of the time I will see each one kind of putting in their own time on the cart, depending on how they're respawning. So definitely doing a good job of keeping it moving. Yeah, so right now, you know, looking at the kill count, a little bit more in favor of Arc, and as the pushing team, it should be the opposite. So definitely, you know, Arc bringing a strong game right now, keeping a really fast push going on the cart. Yeah, looking at those top scores, we got Teenager right now with 2,100 points. Castle leading his team again, 2,300. You know, he's not positive, but he's just getting work done on that cart and pushing. So, Ichigo coming in here, jumping up to this second tier. Does get wiped by Quadio. A lot of action happening right now in this area of the map. Odd moving in. Yeah, great kill by Odd right there. 1K. Oh, maybe that would have said a 2K, but looks like a friend stole that kill from him. So, you know, quick, you know, 2 or 3K by Quad. I'm sorry, but not by Quad, by Odd Leviathan. So great work by him. But, you know, Quad and team is diving in. They are trying to get set up. But it's tough, man. Arc is just continuously pushing in. Looks like we finally got like a real stoppage on the cart. And we're only at 6:30, and they're about to turn the corner to go up the ramp here.
You know, one thing that I've noticed, a pathway for me to improve my dashing on this game is, like, if you take someone like me that is trying to increase the speed and to keep the same game level skill, so keep the aim, keep the reaction time and everything, but when you're trying to learn that with the dashes without looking too much to where you're dashing and kind of like knowing the map around, the better you get, and you can see this on other players' perspective, the less like feels like the aim leaves the center of the screen, and the center of the screen guiding, like being guided by other players. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can explain this, but like there's it appears to be less movement dashing around and moving around the map than comparing to a player that is learning how to do that. And so if you are learning how to dash properly, this is something that you want to pay attention to. Know the places to dash without looking at them. That's the simple thing that I was trying to say, but it took me too long.
Yeah, well, you know, definitely saying that a lot with these guys that are pushing on this car right now. And, you know, during that time, the push ended up going all the way up the hill. So we're now 5:15. Ichigo running around the back of the base here, trying to get a little bit of disruption, making making the look the other way, coming for the drop down. Oh, catches Teenager on the drop. So great work by him with those SMGs. Definitely a little bit more powerful in this past update. So right now the cart has slowed a little bit. We are at 4:55 left. We have, I can't see the percentage right now, but you know, Arc is cruising. They got 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to hit this checkpoint. So I am definitely expecting to see a checkpoint from Arc, unless they can do a great hold here with all the time they have. You know, because at this point, once you flip sides on this map, or I should say, once you get through the checkpoint, all of a sudden you have multiple dashes waiting for you when you come out of spawn. So Blue usually does have a pretty good advantage when they're doing these pushes. But, you know, let's see what Fractor can do, just diving around with the shocks right now. Up and down, gets a good kill on Skibo. Is he going to get the second kill? Looks like he did, or someone took it from him, but either way, he quickly gets taken out by Castle.
Wow,
Castle jumping. Yeah, great dashing like you were talking about, you know, on and off that cart. Yep, and that's what you see, you know, at this high-level play, and you see people in lobbies, and you feel like they're just so much faster than you, and the answer is because they probably are, because these guys can dash super fast. And great move Shanann, and just be super accurate. You know, cart's still moving. We got 4 minutes left. 2 people jumping on carts, so you know you can see that Arc is continuously always trying to double stack whenever they get the opportunity. So even during this whole section here, instead of taking high ground, they're getting the double stack and then waiting to jump off. Looks like Does almost doing a smaller bit of a group up here, which is honestly good work by them with the strong position that Arc had in that moment. So sometimes you can get stuck cycling out of spawn, or trickling I should say, and you know just get continuously wiped by the other team. But cart is finally slowed down. 3 minutes 30 left. Castle diving on the cart. Fractor tucked in this corner here. We see a lot of people hang out here and just, you know, throw lots of shock projectiles, I guess I'd say, or shocks onto the cart itself. So you're going to see someone come down here and try to take him out. Right now, though, he is chasing this kill. Does get the work on Skibo. Cart still hasn't moved yet. Ichigo does get on the cart with double SMGs. Cream does clear him out, though. Thankfully, he is standing on the cart right now, which is good that Does focusing someone to stand on that cart, because they're going to need it for the next 3 minutes here if they're going to try to hold them pre-checkpoint. So it looks like on the bottom mini-map, Arc is getting ready for a push. We see Retro diving in right now. Rusty tucked in a corner trying to take him out. We see multiple The members just kind of sticking right around this cart. They know that they can't give any inches at this point anymore with only 240 left. Looks like they did jump off the cart though, so hopefully Arc doesn't sneak by. But looks okay. Next, the member finally jumps on. Looks like Arc is getting set up for a small push here on the bottom mini map, which I'm watching right now. Or in the attic, exactly. Oh, does get the jump on the cart. Other guy does get on. Wow, just like that. 2 minutes 23 seconds left on the clock. Arc gets 100%. Definitely a solid push by them. Top scoring Castle with 4,845 points. Fractor leading his team 3,600. You know, pretty even scores across the board, but you know, you can't overlook that Arc does have a little bit of a better KD and point as a pushing team, which usually it's the opposite depending. So yeah, we'll see what happens on this next hold. You know, definitely played some games with Arc recently, and they have been getting super aggressive in this first section. So interested to see how that plays out.
Match starts in 3, 2.
All right, Alex, we got 2
1.
seconds left.
Go.
Jumping into the countdown. Castle tucked up here. We've seen a lot of people work the shotguns there, but Rusty comes in knowing he's going to be there and gets the wipe on him. That was huge, Rusty. Great kill. Retro diving in here, but is taken out by Cream, so that's big. You know, 2 people coming in with their loadouts just getting wiped immediately. Usually these guys are used to just flowing into your payload and dipping out while they get the shots off, and you barely have a chance to kill them. So that's big, getting those first 2 kills right there. So great work by them. This first push, they're double stacked on the cart. You know, we're seeing full cart coverage right now, so we don't really know what's happening in the front of the map. But Arc members finally are diving in. Great kill by Quadio to jump off that cart. Ichigo getting ready to kill in here with these SMGs. Brutal, crucial battle here happening near the health pack. Rusty, once again though, clutch kill. Jumping in from the back, getting him. Now he's holding the sightline. So, you know, just Rusty being in this position is allowing his team to push this cart so much. Granted, there are a lot of our team members pushing down the main rail. So he is going to have to get a little bit more work done and team actually get back onto the cart. Rusty kind of doing his own battle here in the back line. So stayed alive for a long time. But granted, Arc did get to the cart during that time frame and did stop it multiple times. So definitely a good disruption, but you know, good work by Arc to actually get there. But currently right now with 445, does doing pretty solid right now on this first push. I did not see a lot of early disruption like I was expecting from Arc to be able to pull off like they have on other teams. So granted, now we are seeing a little bit of stoppage on the cart. So this is where they got to kind of push things forward if they're going to have a chance to hit that, what was it, like 230 mark at the end of this map.
I want to take this moment to give a shout out to Quad in Quest X, because it's what I gotta do, and it's done.
Yeah, that big shout out. So, you know, but right now they're doing a solid job. They still haven't broken the 4-minute barrier, and they're almost up the hill, so that's definitely good for them. Oh, Teenager gets a kill in this health pack room. Cream comes in, saves his friend. We now got someone on the cart again, so it looks like we have people tucking in the corner, hanging up by the health pack, looking at the cart, the double stacking right now, getting set up to turn this corner. So good work by the on this next push. They grouped together. They got a solid push up that ramp through the overpass, or the overarch there. God, that reminds you back in the old. Yeah, no, that was a great push. I was just thinking about Old Blue, where there actually used to be like a ledge up there. God, that was so difficult to deal with. But you know, still a super hard map to hold right now. So 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. You know, Arc did make it through checkpoint with, I believe, 230. So, you know, 330 left. You know, they have a chance at making this checkpoint, but it's going to be close. So, Odd doing some good battles in the corner there. Castle going to help him out. So, Arc is totally set up right now, known for, you know, good defense, holding solid sight lines. Teenager coming in there, getting a crucial kill, getting ready to jump on cart. Is quickly taken out by Retro, but he did create a small opening for his team. Let's see if any of them are actually getting there. Looks like one does jump on the cart, quickly taken out. So, you know, a decent group by they did get set up. Unfortunately, some of their disruptors got taken out, and the cart fisher got killed pretty quickly. So, you know, we're going to see them kind of hanging back for the moment, getting ready for the next push. Yep, hanging out in this small room. They did get the first kill on Retro, and now they're getting ready to push through this health pack room. Big dive in by team, by great work on that push. We do have a disruptor getting behind right now. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately not that time. Rusty got double teamed. And now his team is getting set up for the next push. So we are at 2:20 left. Odd doing his best to stay around the cart and get some defense done. looking at the mini-map, the is getting ready for their next push. They like to push this health pack room. Oh, but unfortunately, great. I think that was a 1 and 2K. Big disruption. Someone is trying to run past the cart to get there and get some free motion. But unfortunately, Arc is really holding down this, I think, what they call the Chaos Room. Just completely controlling it right now. SMG is just blasting in there. People dashing all through the health pack area. So this is going to be rough. They got a minute 40 for that to make it through this checkpoint.
A very, very strong push is needed right now.
Yep.
And it is happening. It was actually. They can get back up and keep the momentum.
Yep. Kills like that from Rusty or definitely can help them get through. Looks like they are diving in, but once again, Odd, another 2K.
Oh my god.
Yeah, another good 2K from Odd, which is holding down this push right now, and then immediate disruption. So, those just having a hard time getting to the cart and then actually getting their group ups in with all this heavy disruption. Ichigo diving past, caught Teenager trying to be sneaking through the back area there, and unfortunately he did not get through. Cream does take him out though. SMGs don't always win in every close-up battle, so great work, Cream. So right now, minute left. Oh, Retro does get a quick kill on him though, and that was a solid position Cream needed to get his team set up to push. So right now we are getting some cart motion. One person on, 2 people on. They are quickly killed. The definitely trying to do everything they can to get this cart through this checkpoint. Right now.
Yep.
Yeah, they can
get
do
a good push.
It's gonna have to be a full wipe and a team stack. Rusty getting a little bit of motion. Good kill by Rusty. Is taken out by Odd. Second person coming in, third coming in. We got 26 seconds left. We are getting another touch on the cart. You can see how Arc immediately all dive onto the cart once someone gets there. That could be bad if somebody had a shock, but don't even know if they have time to grab one at the moment. Do see someone diving back towards the dash area, sneaking his way towards the cart now. So it looks like someone is on the cart. Oh, I thought no Arc team members were in the area, but they just come swarming in right afterwards. 4 seconds left. Fracture trying to come in behind. Someone see here's that shock. Oh, and they don't get the overtime. Arc wins, holding the pre-checkpoint 100% to 49%.
And a very close checkpoint.
Yep.
Very close.
Yeah.
Another
Top
good
scorer Castle 49.50, 74.82, and Fracture top scoring 53.55 and 58.89. So once again, pretty even spread of points across both teams. So great work. The did their best to push through that first section of the payload. They did have a lot of good group ups and really solid, double stacking pushes. But Arc was just doing a, solid job holding down that health pack room, immediately sending disruptors once they got it clear. So, a lot of SMG use from different teams, or I should say, different players on both teams. So good to see them being played a little bit more. But yeah, pretty solid victory for Arc on the first map.
Yes, a lot of lemon pledge power. Guys, like the video. Don't forget.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened, Avalesh, but bring it back. So, yeah, I think what Avalesh was saying, yeah, if you like the video, please shoot it a like. FireHorse. FireHorse, do you have like a buy me a coffee link or something like that we can send people? I feel like you need one. But yeah, that was solid first map. The goes almost all the way to checkpoint. Arc was able to push all the way 100% with, I believe, 2 minutes and 30 left. So, real strong showing by them. Right now we are going to roll into a Waterway. So, thankfully, the does have a really good chance at coming back and taking this Waterway. Known to be a very solid Waterway team. A lot of different killers on their teams, always causing havoc in pubs on Waterway. So, definitely see a good opportunity for them to potentially take this map. Hoping for, crossing my fingers for a 3-2 the victory on Waterway, as I'm always partial to getting a control point in any map that or a game that I'm commentating for. So that's just my selfish request. So hopefully you guys come out strong to start things off. So yeah, as we're looking at the fancy graphics FireHorse has for us, the first map was Canyon, second map is rolling into Waterway, and then if we get there, we'll be working on a control point afterwards. Once again, this is the quarterfinals for Season 4 of Dasher Tier, the elite Hyperdash players, around the globe right now. A lot of these people play from, a lot of different countries and different continents, all coming together to enjoy this league with the people who love playing in it. So checking, go ahead.
Yeah, and for more people to play the game and to be even more spread around the globe, we can do our part by liking the video. We have 22 people watching and only 9 like, guys. Come on, let's like the video, let's share so more people can get to know about Hyperdash and start playing the game, so we can increase the community of this great amount of lovely people we have here that have a great time together playing the game. Wouldn't you say so, Vert? Wouldn't you
Oh
say
yeah,
so?
of course, of course. No, a lot of good people who put in a lot of hard work playing this game. For everyone who has played Hyperdash before and never thought about playing in a league match, it's very different than a pub game. I remember when I went from my first pub match to a league game, and it's a completely different speed. And but it is super fun to play at that high level. So looking at some stats here, these are upcoming games. Today, FireHorse, yeah. So yeah, we've got coming in later this afternoon. STHX is going to be playing D at what I see as 11 a.m. GMT plus 10, which I actually know is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that match is coming up later tonight. And then a little bit sooner than that, it looks like, same day, we have Org versus Iron. Oh, it's on right now. Okay. Is anyone casting it right now in case people want to jump over and take a peek? Gotcha. All right. Well, yeah, it's tough to get casters. I know for you, what, it's like 7 a.m. or something, FireHorse? Yeah. At least one of us was able to get up this morning on time.
Vert, FireHorse and I, we played the Geezer. Oh, can we talk about it on the cast?
Let's stay focused on this cast. So looks like we're jumping right in right now. Art versus the is happening for Waterway.
I realized it at the nick of time.
Yep. So let's keep it on this one. So right now we got Rusty setting up bottom of the base. Castle, did he just get a kill? No, okay, I think we just switched to Castle. So yeah, Castle looking down main rail here. Ooh, Teenager already sneaking into the base. So right now we've already got a battle happening in the bottom of Ark's base. But yeah, great work by Odd there, getting that kill, pushing bottom B. Looking at the other screen, we've got Rusty putting some havoc in on top B. So right now, The has 2 buttons. So a strong first push by The. Still maintaining 2 buttons. Just continuously like defending at the bottom of his base. And so definitely good work there. Finally gets a button. We've got a countdown happening. Is cleared out by The, I believe, on their base because yes, Ark is A. So then once again, another countdown happening. 2 seconds left. Teenager does get the smack on that button and gets that cleared. So, good first push. Another countdown happening right now by Ark. Is anyone going to be able to get there? 3 left.
Oh my god.
Oh, they do get it. Yes, they do. Okay, so first minute here. Already had a couple countdowns happening. Good work by The staying alive. But they are coming out pretty strong. So, they do already have 2... Oh, no, Castle. Somebody's got to die in the water. I'm sorry. Happens every game. It's going to happen. So, right now, Ark holding down 2 buttons. Getting set up for their next push. Pushing out.
Oh my god,
so right now holding B. Yeah, no, Castle has crazy fire rate. I know he practices that a lot. So, great work by him. Pistol sniping down Quadio, though. Also putting in some solid work with button shooting against him on B. Right now, though, Quad kind of saving the day. Only person holding down B right now, which is the only button The has. So The finally clears out their base. Get some base defense happening on B. But yeah, it looks like we're getting a solid exchange right now. We got almost 2 minutes into the game. Ark getting another countdown right now. Retro hanging out on B. Quadio gets the counter. Solid work by him. And right now we've got Retro setting up for his next push into the base. Right now, The only holding B. Right now, keeping them alive once again. 2 Ark team members already in The's base. Another countdown. Countered again at B. I think that was Fracture counter this time. Well done, Fracture. Countdown by The. I see 2 The members staying on top. Oh my goodness, they almost did a triple button hold. I thought they were going to get it. Ark does clear out C at that point, though. So I guess they were already in their base. Alright, so Retro trying to get some work done, but does end up getting taken out by Quadio. Castle in, slapping buttons. Right now, The holding down B and C. Ark holding down their own base, base A. So multiple The team members kind of, I don't want to say stuck in their base, but just trying to clear out, all the Ark guys that are just continuously diving in. So sometimes it is tough when people are continuously pushing your base, but sometimes you got to just get to B, which I'm sure is really not the easiest thing to do at the moment. Rusty, good kill on one of the Ark members pushing the bottom of the base. Ark is getting another countdown right now. There are 3 people alive. Are they going to get the button? They are not going to get there. A button hold at the end. Who was that? Oh, was that Retro? I couldn't see on the upper screen. But yeah, button hold at the end. You know, sometimes you got to button hold, guys. So right now, Odd is leading his team, and I could not see the other one, but good KD by 12 and 5 for Rusty, but Quad slapping buttons. Top scoring for his team right now. Looks like a solid first rollout by Arc. They get an immediate button press. A, B, and C is countered again by Quadia, who's been doing solid base defense for their team, but another countdown by Arc. Finally taken, countered by The. And right now we've got A and B for Arc, so they are getting set up for, you know, hopefully in this last button press. Odd pushing him from the bottom of the base. Taking out one, leaving the second for his friend, gets that button press, but then The quickly does a counter on B. So, you know, a lot of back and forth. Arc, a little bit of an advantage right now, but, you know, when you look at the KDs, like, The's still getting some work done. So, you know, and they already had 1 or 2 countdowns.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Great kill by Quad on B. Teenager working in. Solid headshots by him, clearing out the Arc team member as he's pushing into the base. Looks like Oz doing a little bit of base defense right now, but decides to push out to B. Definitely getting aggressive. Great headshot across the map. While this time Cream is sneaking in from the bottom of B. Oh, looks like we hit a full countdown on by The. Are they going to hold the button? Oh my goodness, he wasn't button holding. Retro gets the counter. Another countdown. He's hanging on the button. I see. Oh no! 2 people on B. Button on for it again. No. Oh, The 2 solid chances there, but you know, just in the nick of time, Arc coming in and getting those headshots and clearing the button from this good button holds by The. That was definitely some great work. So, you know, they are not out of this yet. It is only 1-0. They are only 5 minutes into this game. So The is definitely on the comeback right now. They want it. You can feel it. It's either they win or they go home, and that's it, and the season's over. So they are definitely bringing everything they got right now. Retro is diving into the base on C. Looks like The coming in to protect. Quadia does get the counter again. Lots of protection from him, but another countdown by Arc. Oh my goodness, 1 second left. Teenager gets the clear. Great work. Multiple Arc team members just diving around. Diving around The's base at the moment. So Teenager getting some base defense happening. You know, this is just a non-stop back and forth game. I want to see some more points contention from The. I want to see a 1-1 right now. Let's push this a little bit harder. Oh, so I didn't even notice before. Apologies, everyone. .com is in. Should have mentioned that earlier in the beginning of this map. So definitely a super fast dasher and putting some work in. Loves the shotties too, as you saw. So right now, another countdown by Arc. Fractor does get that counter. Looks like there is a contention for who's holding B at the moment. Seeing Arc team members on the bottom screen swooping into The's base. .com just pre-firing on this bottom rail, ready to dive in right now. Pushing directly to the button. I like how he goes straight at it. No angles from him. Just using his pure, you know, as you were saying before, Avalesh, that dash speed and precision to get in there as fast as possible.
Do you have a tip for players that are trying to develop that, like me?
Just gotta practice.
Yeah, that's
you know, first you gotta just, you know, try to be precise and then try to be faster, and then you'll have to find the middle. But yeah, no, I had a lot of feedback as well about my epically slow dashing speed, so I did spend a whole season working on it, and I'm still pretty slow, to be honest, compared to these guys. So, but you know, right now we got 18:27 left. Looking at the KDs, Odd holding it down 25-16, and on The right now, both Rusty and Teenager with 20 kills each, 2016, 2021. So, you know, definitely some solid work happening. Thus still holding down 2 bases. Quadio trying to get that 3rd slap. He does. Jump back to that button, Quad. Hold it, buddy. 1 second. Oh, no. They got the clear. No, they got the clear on the other base. So, The almost getting it again. Like I said, these guys, solid Waterway games from them. And they've been there. It's still 1-0. So, we saw that quick point. A bunch of quick potential points from Arc. But thus continuously slapping that button. So let's see. I feel like it's going to come down to a button hold, because it usually does on this map. Well, right now Fractor in the bottom of the base, getting ready to set up. Probably grabs his dash. He's going to go up here. He's going to. Oh, does he get the kill on Odd? Nice dash path. I like that one, Fractor. Definitely good work. Oh, but he didn't get to the button, and he didn't get the kill on the pistol snipe. So great attack, but unfortunately did not work out. So Odd's still here. Pistol sniping is, you know, helping his team out. Trying to stay on top of who's entering his base. Oh, 2 The members, though. Not a good place to dive into. Oh, Arc waiting with people on top of their base. The holding A and C right now. Only need B. You know, who's in there battling right now? I can't see at the moment. Is that Fractor? Oh, no, I can't see. But yeah, Retro, you know, getting work done on lower B, or I should say top B. and Fractor just kind of base defending, knowing that someone's inside their base. Thankfully, no countdowns right now, but right now Arc does hold A and C. All they need is B to get this countdown rolling. The finally gets their base back. Gets dives in, but unfortunately for him, Quad is ready and pre-fires him. Multiple people battling in the bottom of the base. You know, this has been a really good match so far.
Red team
Oh, countdown. So quick countdown by Arc, but they were able. Though was able to hit that button and get the counter. You know, be interested to see where we are with the points. I know Quad was slapping a lot of buttons earlier. You know, right now Arc holding A and C. Quad continuously holding down B though. Is taken out. Another countdown by Arc. Can we get the button slap? We do. Rusty gets it on his own base. But Arc going back, hitting the button with 1 second left. Are they gonna hold it? Oh, man, we saw so many. Lots of buttons. Look at Quad, 9,000, leading the map. It's non-stop button press as well. We saw at least, we saw at least 3 opportunities for to get a point. Unfortunately, Arc, you know, did get the clear on them while they were doing the button hold. So another countdown by Arc happening right now. Oof, that was a quick one. Thankfully, it was countered at A and C by so was in their base as well. Arc getting another countdown, but is countered by Quad. Man, Arc wants to finish this game. You know, they don't want to go the full 15 minutes on this one because it definitely gets tiring. Multiple team members in the bottom of base, in their base, so getting a little heavy defensive, but they're still holding B at the moment. So, you know, good work by trying to stay in this game. It is 2-0, but we need to get a point happen for them to have a chance at this game going to a control point.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
Audio continuously holding down B. Rusty bottom B right now, so both, you know, the holding a decent hold on B. Ichigo does get him from a far range shot. Unfortunately, is quickly taken out. Castle, good headshot. Are they gonna do the button hold? Wow. The gets the counter on B. Continuous counters on B from so good work by them. Continuously getting that B counter, which has been saving them, because sometimes trying to get your own base when 2 people are on it is difficult. Ichigo, another countdown by Arc. Two people waiting on the top. Gets the clear. Oh no, someone got in the shot in the side of the head. I didn't see who that was. But it looks like Arc is holding down all 3 buttons at the moment. Are they going to do a pure button hold? Getting the shots off. Oh, B counter again. Non-stop B counters from just keeping them in this game. Great work by them so far, staying alive. More than 10 minutes into this game. Ichigo doing his best to dive into the base, get another countdown. 2 seconds left. Quadio gets the counter. Non-stop action happening over here in Does base.
Oh my god, look at that!
Wow, this is nuts. 15, or I'm sorry, we're 10 minutes into the game. 14 minutes, I should say 11 minutes into the game, 14 minutes left. And things are stabilizing again. Yeah, no, but they've just been, you know, constant attacks. Unfortunately, Quad doesn't make the dash to get himself back on top B where he wants to be, which he's been holding down pretty well all game. Does get a couple moves, but unfortunately, just dancing took him out with the sprint circling. Gets the second kill, dropping down on the bottom of the base. I think it's 2 or 3 Arc team members getting ready for this push. So a lot of work from lower B, pushing into the bottom of someone's base. Now you're seeing some .com dashing in the bottom of our screen, just flying into the base. Is thankfully taken out by Quad for the countdown. No, that is
Congratulations,
it. Arc is moving on to the semifinals. Gets beaten out 3-0, but man, you know, just because that map is 3-0, ends that way, it does not mean that didn't have at least 2 or 3 or 4 different opportunities to get those those points. So things have got a little bit different. It might have been a totally different game. So looks like we got some of the members dropping out right now. Arc is enjoying their victory devs, and so Fractor hanging around, giving the guys a good game. But yeah, Castle on top, 9,000 points. I believe Quad was on top for his team before, but I missed it since he jumped out a little quickly. But that's it. That's it. 2-0 by Arc. What we potentially expected, but the almost came back on that Waterway. But, you know, great job by them. But, you know, FireHorse, anything, any call-outs or shout-outs before we end this one? I think he said he's muted. Avalesh, any shout-outs before we head out of this one?
Yeah, no, that was
well,
great
shout out.
Gee, it's constant action. Back and forth. It was fantastic to watch.
Agreed.
I'm with
Avalesh?
FireHorse on it. Yeah, it was amazing to watch. Very intense match. And shout out to again to Quad and QuestX. They are amazing dudes. They help a lot of people that are learning how to play the game. You guys did amazing. That was amazing to watch. Congratulations. And now for the next game. Before that, Vert, do you have any shout outs that you want to give?
Yeah, but just both shout outs to both teams. They, battled super hard throughout the season to get to this point, and I really thought that could have been a 3-2 for just unfortunately couldn't get those last button holds. Arc just coming back and really, showing what a solid team they are. So, great job by both teams. Super fun to watch. That Waterway was intense, and yeah, that's all I got for today. But hey, this is us here at Dash League Network. I was signing off for the vs Arc. Great game, guys. Catch you later.
GG's.